Mrs. Hanson for story time today. And this week we have been thinking about all of the different ways that we can keep our bodies really healthy. And I've got a story for you today about something that helps to keep our bodies healthy. Now, it's not something we can do at the moment, but it is something that hopefully we can do soon. My story today is about a little girl and a little boy. Can you remember what their names are? That's right, it's Topsy and Tim. And Topsy and Tim was written by Jean and Gareth Adamson. They are the authors. And this Topsy and Tim book is all about them learning to do something. Can you see what they are doing? What picture is on my front cover? That's right, they're swimming. It's called Topsy and Tim Learn to Swim. That is the title of my story. Let's turn the page. There's the title page. And then my story begins. Topsy and Tim were learning to swim. Mummy took them to the swimming pool nearly every day. Mummy helped them put on their swimming things and blow up their armbands. She put their clothes safely in a locker. On the way to the pool, there were showers to make sure they were nice and clean. There was a small pool for beginners like Topsy and Tim. It was full of happy, noisy children. "Race you to the water!" shouted Topsy. Topsy's feet skidded. Mr. Pollock, the swimming teacher, rushed to save her. "Never ever run near the pool," he said. "The floor is wet and slippery, and it's very hard if you fall and bang your head." Topsy and Tim went down the steps into the water. Mummy went in with them. The water came up to Topsy and Tim's middles. They held onto the rail and kicked as hard as they could. Mummy did get splashed. "Stretch your legs out," she said. And you see them kicking the water. It's making a big splash. "Now let me see you swim doggy paddle," said Mummy. Topsy paddled like a puppy. Her armbands helped her to float. Tim paddled hard. He splashed more than Topsy, but his legs kept sinking. "Do you think you could swim without your armbands?" asked Mummy. "Of course," shouted Tim. "I'm a champion swimmer." First, Topsy stood in the water, a few steps from the side. Then she pushed forward in the water and doggy paddled to the handrail. "Well done, Topsy," said Mummy. "You can really swim now." Then it was Tim's turn. He tried very hard, but his feet would not float. "Never mind," said Mummy. "You must put your armbands back on." "Can I help?" said a kind voice. It was Mr. Pollock, the swimming instructor. He told Tim to bob right down into the water until it was up to his chin. "Now walk along and pull the water back with your hands," he said. Tim paddled hard with his hands, and then he kicked up and down with his legs. "Look at me," he gasped. "I'm swimming." And he really was. Mummy helped them to get dressed and dry their hair. "Won't Dad be surprised when we tell him we can swim without our armbands?" said Tim. Dad was waiting for them in the snack bar. "Dad, we can swim!" cried Topsy. Dad was pleased. He pointed to a poster on the wall. "There's going to be a swimming competition," he said. "You can swim in the beginner's race, Topsy and Tim." The next week, Mum and Dad and Topsy and Tim went to the big pool for the swimming competition. There were short races and there were long races. There was a race for children swimming on their backs. And last of all, there was the beginner's race in the beginner's pool. Mr. Pollock blew his whistle to start the race. Topsy swam doggy paddle as fast as she could. Tim was left behind, but he knew what to do. He bobbed right down in the water until it reached his chin. Then he paddled hard with his hand and feet. Everyone cheered the children as they swam slowly across the pool. Topsy and Tim didn't win the race, but everyone got a beginner's badge because they'd all reached the other side. And that is the end of the story. I hope that you enjoyed the story of Topsy and Tim learning to swim. I wonder if you've ever been swimming. Or maybe you've got a paddling pool that you had in your garden in the summer. Or maybe sometimes you get in the bath. You could have a go at splashing some water with your grown-ups. Have a lovely day, and I will see you very soon.